Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Beckham writing himself into team folklore. It's career game number 500 for him today, Jim.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all the luck today.
And this is now today's lineup.
This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And that gets things running. Rodri. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Nedved. Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. Chips it through. Now it's Batistuta. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, terrible pass. Guardiola. Hullet. And he welcomes it in. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to get it clear. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. That's a shade optimistic. Bale.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rodri. Now it's Nedved. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Guardiola. Thuram. Rijkaard.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hullet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Nedved. Beckham. Now Cruyff. And here's Hullet. Foot in. Schneider. Guardiola. And it's Schneider. Costa Curta. And Adams. That's Guardiola. Now Costa Curta. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. And Cruyff! They want to be quick to recover this. Bale gets it away. And it's Cruyff. Batistuta! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Botafogo really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Beckham. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gullit gets into a good position. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Batistuta. Nicked it back promptly. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van Dijk.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cruyff stood up well to him there. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual. And Gullit! He's keen, determined to have his say. He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Beckham. Messi. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Cruyff. And it's Batistuta. And it's Sneijder. It's Roberto Carlos. Looks to the other side. Cruyff. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, smashing header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Batistuta. And we hit half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So there was the first half.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open, been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. Botafogo making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Turan, and it's Bale. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pirlo, played out to the left flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nedved. Nicely spread. Rijkaard. He can run onto that. And that is expertly dealt with. And now a sudden chance to counter. Beckham. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Schneider. Out to the right. Beckham. Rijkaard. Almost an hour gone.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Rijkaard. Great ball if he can get there. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Schneider.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Cruyff! It's loose now, and oh, he's been caught on it here. Nedved.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! He has done it! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. Terrific header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And it's Bale. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos.
Batistuta really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. Into the last quarter of an hour. It's a throw-in. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Nesta. Bale. Oh, a delicate chip through. Bullet! Oh, and that should have been two.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Well, there's the clearance. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Adams with the clearance.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Schneider. Played back.
Yeah, probably the best option. It had to go back.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Schneider. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great work on the overlap. Now the finish! Oh, that could cost them.
Cruyff was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Nesta. Pirlo wins the duel this time. Distributed tidily. Lovely feet.
Botafogo have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Beckenbauer,
3 minutes at a time.
and the number on the board is 3. And it's Roberto Carlos. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Rijkaard. And we're done. Botafogo are beaten and they are out. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds.